What's good, Smogon? We're here for another SPL battle commentary. I'm here with Gold Mason and Finchnator, and my name is Munnith. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Finch, and I'm excited for some ORAS gaming and just a really awesome start to the SPL season. How we doing?
I'm doing pretty great, Finch. I'm excited for the ORAS game as well. I have very limited experience with the tier, but I'm excited to throw my hands in the air a little bit.
Yeah, looking at team preview here, these are two fairly offensive teams. The team Michael is using here is one that is pretty decently known. It uses the classic quartet of Choice Band Weavile, Volcanion, Zapdos, and Excadrill, with Excadrill clearing the way for those three Stealth Rock weak powerhouses by rapid spinning away Stealth Rock, whereas on the other side, Garay has a classic combo of Keldeo, Metagross, and Bisharp with a more offensive pacing. Both of these teams look pretty strong, and I don't think either side has a particularly dominant force, and it's ultimately going to come down to who can play better in game. Any other thoughts?
I mean, I think for Garay, besides the fact that he's got a lot of blue Pokemon, we're going with a blue theme, if you will. I do think Keldeo, if it clicks the right move, can be really potent. You only have one water Pokemon, water resist, it's actually an immunity in Volcanion, whereas, Hydro Pump or even Scald is a big threat to everything else. But if you're able to keep that Volcanion alive, then there's some 50-50 turns, and those sequences could really hold a lot of weight. As for Michael, I actually think his Mega Metagross can be very threatening depending on his coverage, and both ground types can really pose a threat, as Thundurus is really the only... I guess Thundurus and Latios, but Mold Breaker, Earthquake hits Latios, of course. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of room for this game to go pretty quickly, and certain sequences to determine the progression.
Yeah, one thing both Metagrosses have to be very aware of is the consequences of them using contact moves. For example, Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Garchomp can chip down Metagross pretty quickly, and Static Zapdos can disable your Metagross and make it pretty much useless for the rest of the game.
Definitely.
Yeah, why don't we get started with the battle?
Let's get right in there. And it is Thundurus versus Zapdos.
Alright, Thundurus is typically going to be advantaged here in the 1v1 due to its speed, but Zapdos does have the reliable recovery in Roost that allows it to sit
And if it's
here.
Nasty Plot too.
Yeah, Nasty Plot is not as common as it used to be now that people like using pivoting sets on Thundurus with Volt Switch. Volt Switch in general is used on electric types. Pretty much every single electric type runs it in this tier, whereas before it used to be a lot more of like a Nasty Plot, Thundurus, Discharge, Zapdos type tier. Zapdos pulling up as the Bisharp comes in. It is going to Volt Switch out and does a measly 26%.
That's AV Bisharp, presumably giving the knockoff damage too.
Yeah, knockoff comes out and does big damage to Garchomp. That's gonna knock off that Rocky Helmet so Metagross doesn't have to worry about it as much in the future. Garay's own Garchomp comes in to set up Stealth Rock.
Yeah.
Very important thing to note is that the Bisharp is shiny, thus making it blue, so Garay is rocking a full blue team.
Garchomp does eat that hidden power ice from Zapdos, and the static comes out. As we warned earlier, this Garchomp is now slower than the entire opposing team, and goes down to Zen Headbutt from Metagross, doing that Rough Skin Rocky Helmet damage.
That's going to give Garay an opening to bring in his own Metagross. Definitely some kind of a formality early game. Both get rocks. Definitely some chip there, but it's interesting to see what coverage both of them will have. And it looks like Garay actually is the one that has Earthquake, which is a big advantage in the one-on-one, as he can take him out while still remaining well above half health.
And that is one of the bigger threats to Garay's team that is down now. Volcanion comes in, and Garay has to respect Choice Scarf, as it's very common as speed control on these builds. Great play from Garay, double switching out of the Latios, predicting the switch.
Right, he does. with the Hydro Pump, not fearing the Volcanion, killing the Garchomp. So that's what I meant before. You know, Keldeo, if it gets to turns right, it gets kills, and now Garay is suddenly well ahead in this game.
The Volcanion switches out instead of clicking Steam Eruption, and Excadrill comes into Latios. If Latios is... Yep, there's the Choice Spec Scarf trick coming out to Excadrill. Locking it into Rapid Spin, so Latios does get a free attack here, if it so wishes.
A nice play there by Michael to get the Weavile on the defog.
Yeah, that Bisharp's going down. Goodbye.
Yep.
Yes. Bisharp sacrifice there is smart. Keldeo is such a big threat this game. You don't really want to sacrifice its HP to switch into Keldeo. I mean, to switch into Weavile.
And another correct call there, but it does the Volcanion does survive, which is pretty big.
The second Secret Sword comes out on the switch back out to Zapdos. Michael's team is getting very low due to the continued onslaught of Keldeo, and Thundurus comes back into Zapdos here to eat the Volt Switch.
Really nice pivot there by Michael, not wanting to heal up, just wanting to get progress back with Weavile and hopefully, you know, find a way to whittle down that Keldeo, but it could also be too little too late if Weavile or Excadrill don't clean soon, as the Keldeo is applying a ton of pressure in this game.
Another safe Secret Sword is going to come out from Garay.
Really well played,
willing
Keldeo.
to give that Volcanion a chance to heal, as that's pretty much the only way he can lose this game. Excadrill comes back in.
Both of these players are playing pretty phenomenally, it looks like. I mean, they're making some reads, they're getting some chip, they're pushing. I think Garay just has that advantage in the team builder with the Keldeo.
Yeah, Rock Slide comes out from Excadrill, and as we saw, the Excadrill hasn't gotten leftovers this game, so it's probably Choice Scarf.
Yeah, so is that Earthquake going to be able to clean up the game here?
Keldeo.
So the Excadrill was tricked to Choice Scarf. It was leftovers before. Just got knocked out by the Latios. But Metagross Mega is looking huge. Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, Bullet Punch comes out, and the newly minted Choice Scarf Excadrill is coming out to try and clean out the game with Earthquake. It takes the Bullet Punch, takes out the Metagross on her.
Is the Earthquake going to be able to survive this Earthquake and dispatch it to Excadrill? Because that's what it's going to come down to.
Oh, yo!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
2%
Goodbye.
HP.
2%. That's crazy.
An absolute nail biter of a game.
2%. 2%.
That's as close as it gets, really. What a game.
Yeah, two of the best the ORAS field has to offer.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for watching this game, and I appreciate you guys hosting with me. Make sure to follow the Smogon U channel on Twitch to watch us react to these games live and give our live analysis every Sunday. And make sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on the game in the comments as well. Thank you so much.